Hello, everyone, and welcome to Larisa Gabu Show. This is a new episode of Larisa Gabu Show. I'm so excited about my guest tonight. She's my sister. I call her my sister, not only in the pageantry, but my African sister and a lovely wife. And I'm so honored that finally, we could make this video. You're very, very
My
welcome,
pleasure.
Mrs. Nigeria. Wow.
Thank you very much for having me. It's definitely an honor to be here, and to get to speak with, you know, pageant enthusiasts as ourselves. So thank you.
You're welcome. You know, I usually don't like to present people because I know that you can present yourself better than me. I met you when I was part of the Mrs. World as Mrs. Cameroon World, and I didn't come for the competition, but at least I had a little bit experience of what it is to be together with queens when we were chatting the group. And since then I've been following you, and you've been also encouraging me somehow. And tonight today we're talking. I'm here in Norway, you are there. And yes, thank you again. Please, would you like to present yourself?
Okay. My name is Ray. That's REI, Ray OBAIGBO. I am Mrs. Nigeria. I've been Mrs. Nigeria for about 2 years now. Because the pandemic happened and there's been a little drag in the next pageant. But we'll be having that very soon. I am the CEO and founder of REI Communications. REI Communications is a global company. And what we specialize in is marketing communications, communication, creative communications across all board. Um, that's pretty much about my business aspect. I'm an entrepreneur. I am a fashion enthusiast. I am a big fan of aesthetics. That is fashion, how you look, art, literature, you name it, right?
Yeah.
I believe that aesthetics is a part of life. Aesthetics is something that we aspire to, something that inspires us, something that you know makes us happy and all. That being said,
Mm-hmm.
I have been a beauty queen for about, I don't know, a long time. Since I was a teenager. I don't think I can remember when I started. Oh yeah, I remember my first pageant in college. That was in university. I was the face of the pageant. I won the pageant then, and I've done series of pageants since then. And I think for me, pageantry is about self-discovery, right? Because a lot
Yes.
of times, what pageantry is about is um you bringing people with similar,
Yeah,
with
exactly.
certain standards of physical standards, like, oh, we're all beautiful women. We always, that's the first thing you know about wanting a pageant. All of us are beautiful women. What
Yes.
makes you stand out? What makes you true to yourself? And a lot of times, what that does is that provokes the woman or the man, that provokes the individual to go soul searching on who they are. And then by the time you go through that journey internally and you come to this platform that the pageant presents to you, what then happens during the process is some sort of refining or polishing, right, of who you are and who you want to be. And a lot of times at the beginning of the pageant, yes, there's an internal um, study of yourself. And then by the end of the pageant, there's also a lesson learned. There's also a goal achieved. There's also a fulfillment to it, right? And there's so often growth. That's why a lot of times you meet a lot of ex beauty queens. They're ambitious, they're goal getters, they're confident, they are you know healthy competitors. And I think pageants, it sort of gives you that sportsmanship, that spirit of sportsmanship that doing sports also does. I can't remember the last pageant I was in. I was telling one of a group of pageant queens, my sister queens, that pageantry should be an extreme sport because a lot of times, by the time you're done preparing for the pageant, the full, it's like a full season. You're preparing for the pageant physically, what you eat, what you do. During the pageant, you're on heels. By the time you're done, whew, girl, your heels are, your feet are sore like you've been running miles. Your body your muscles are turned. It's just a full-on extreme experience. For a lot of times, you look good doing it. You look graceful doing it. So people just always assume, you're having fun. But those of us that do pageants know it's work. But it is self-developing work. It's work that makes you acquire skills that you just, it just makes you acquire skills that keep on coming up as you grow. And the earlier you start with pageants, for me, right? I feel some of the skills I have acquired over different pageants have contributed to who I am today, to the woman I am today.
Exactly.
Right. And that balance is something that I wouldn't trade for anything. Yeah, definitely.
Amazing.
So it's just
listening to you, I can just see through you, and you were called for it. And as you said, it's not that easy. Because I came to US this year to compete as Miss Norway this time. And I really experienced it for the first time. And to be honest with you, I remember on Wednesday in the middle of the pageant week, I started praying they should kick me out, because I was just like, what did I just do to my life? And I thank our director not to kick me out, because I was doing like off things, and they were like, Larisa, you again? I was like, yeah, I just did it. And I was just like, just kick me out. I don't want to continue. Just because the heel was so hurting at a certain point. We were dancing, running, rehearsing.
Full on, yeah.
This was a live experience, and I have so much honor and respect for all the queens.
Yeah.
Not only
both mentally, physically, it's a full-on experience.
Yeah.
Spiritually as well, because for me as a Christian woman, right, my faith comes in, and during the whole process, I'm praying. I'm like, oh my God, help me, this. And I think it was after the pageant or so, the current Mrs. World had posted on her page that, throughout the pageant, she was praying to God. I'm like, girl, we all were. So even spiritually, you're going through this whole process with, with your faith. Physically, you're going through this whole process with your body, exercising, your diet. Mentally, you're going through this whole process with what you know and learning new things. And then culturally, you're also going through the process of learning other people's culture. I mean, I got a new, during the last party, I got to bond with Mrs. Norway. I think I told you that before.
Yeah,
and
it's wonderful.
I got to, we got to learn a little bit about our different cultures, and even with other queens from different parts of the world. That's the thing about pageantry. You get to learn things from other people during the process, during the pageant. It's a fantastic experience.
It's amazing how we all came as women just to encourage sisterhood. We forget about our origin and all that, and just see the beauty out of each of us. And what I enjoy the most is our stories. They're all unique, and in fact, I've learned a lot, and I just said to myself, what am I going to do after this? Just started thinking, yes, I used to interview many other people in other branches for years, but I'm like, I just want to interview more international pageants, especially those who I feel like they've been blessing me, to encourage women, and then encourage someone outside there that beauty is not all about just the outside appearance. It's also about the inside, about the inside, and what we put inside our self-image and the result. And it's amazing. And what did you say your platform was again?
My platform is Oremi. That's the name of the company. Oremi is like singing the do re mi, but without the D, so it's Oremi.
Mm.
Yes. It's a musical. It was inspired by music because I love music.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we, as I mentioned before, we cover communications across different industries.
Mm-hmm.
Communications via arts, literature, communications via
So,
platforms, social media platforms, and all
yeah.
that. So yeah.
Amazing, amazing. I'm just thinking, what would you say to a peculiar girl there outside there? There are many young girls these days who are so discouraged about life and future. After the pandemic, there's a lot of depression and things going on. Many people losing hope with what is happening around the world. And I would
Mm.
like you to say something to the young girls there, the teen that are going through things. Maybe you can say something to someone. Yeah.
So I think what I would say is self-love. Although I know so many people talk about self-love, and self-love is actually much harder than we can
Okay.
understand. Self-love does not necessarily mean you're putting down other people because
Mm,
everybody is beautiful in their own way. That
ex-
is both inside and out. That sounds cliche, but it's the truth, right? You just
yes.
have to find that thing that makes you you, okay? And love yourself, love your strength, love your
Exactly.
flaws.
Mm,
Your flaws sometimes are there for your own protection,
mm,
right? You may not see it as that, but sometimes it's just part of things that make you who you are. And then your strength as well, building on the things that make you strong,
mm,
building on the aspect of yourself that you love,
ex-
right? So self-love is everything. Self-love is what motivates you to do your best. Self-love is what makes you constantly ambitious to be better than who you are and
mm,
who you want to be, right?
ex-
Self-love is everything. Self-love is also what makes you, more conscious of who you let into your spiritual and your physical space.
mm.
And self-love is also what helps you give love to others. So I would always say self-love.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you. I'm learning, we are all learning. We got something tonight. So I would like you to tell how can people reach you out to you because I know you are
Um,
very much on social
yeah.
media, all that.
I'm very active on social media across all platforms, or across all platforms. OREIME, that is my social media handle, Oremi,
Mm-hmm.
across all platforms. You just go on Google, Oremi, you'll find oremi.com website, the blog post where we post content, Oremi on Instagram, where I post about myself and the things that I'm into and what's going on in my space, Oremi on Twitter, yeah, yeah, or me across all platforms. I'm very much available.
I'm going to share all your information for people
Thank
to
you.
connect with you guys and
Yeah.
follow what you're doing.
Okay. Thank
I could listen to you the whole day or the whole
you.
night. You're so an inspiration, and I will always want to
And
support.
you inspire me too. You're such a, like, your accomplishments are really inspiring. Your
Thank you.
courage is also very inspiring.
Thank you so
And
much.
it's really a privilege that pageantry has made me meet great women like yourself.
Oh,
And it's just
likewise.
it's just something. Yeah, it's just something that makes us keep wanting to be better. So
Yes.
it's really
Oh,
awesome.
so encouraging. Thank you so much. I really hope that I will have the opportunity to meet you in person. Uh,
Awesome. I would
But
love that.
yes, what pageantry is doing these days, we will probably meet here or maybe in Nigeria
I
or
know.
in US. This is my
Ooh,
prayer.
coming to Nigeria would be awesome.
So thank you so much, dear Queen, and congratulations
Awesome.
again for your title. I had a
Thank you.
new title. It was the Queen of Marketing or the Queen.
Yes, I saw the sash. That's so cool.
And it's difficult to stop, but we're gonna support the pageantry worldwide. And
Yeah.
congratulations!
Yeah.
I'm gonna vote for you for sure.
Thank you very much.
Okay, have a nice day and thank you for
All
coming.
right then. All right then. Take care. Good night. Oh, I think it's morning now where you are. So good
Yeah,
morning.
anyway, it's early in the morning. It's about 1 a.m. But I stay
Yeah.
awake after my program to, yes, it
Okay.
was so important for me to have this podcast with you. Love you.
Awesome.
See you
You
soon
too.
again. Yeah.
All right then. All right then.
Thank you
Bye.
all.
Yes.
Bye. Bye.
Bisous, bisous.
Bisous. Thank you for everyone watching and thank you and see you soon again. Bye. Bye.
Bye.